My name is Ron Deadman, and my DJ name is Ron Decor. I am one of the, or actually co-owner of Dr. Free Clouds, or also known as Dr. Free Clouds' last record store standing currently. And I've been involved in vinyl and in records as long as I can remember, since I was probably since I was like 5 or 6 years old. But as far as like in the world of retail and vinyl, since 1994 for the shop, and then for DJing, been since 1986. Basically, my passion for music, and when I really started to get heavily into music, probably more into my high school years. I would say more like in the freshman, sophomore year in high school. It's when I really started to be into different kinds of music. It was like currently now as a DJ, I play more electronic, but in the earlier years, I was more of a metalhead. I was into industrial, I was into goth, a lot of 80s stuff, and that was sort of like the beginnings of my musical career. Obviously, from that, it morphed into DJing, which never was my intention. I was just basically a music lover, music collector, and kind of obsessive music collector. I was buying lots and lots of vinyl when I was younger. And then, eventually it just turned into that passion for record collecting and music turned into a DJ career much later on. 1987, New Year's Day, actually New Year's night, was my very first gig. It was basically a gig I was invited to by a good friend of mine, also famous in the scene, is DJ Kool-Aid, childhood friend group together. We were actually asked to just kind of bring what records we had, because he collected a lot of records, so did I, and a friend of ours was a promoter. We didn't even know what the party was about. We didn't know what it was called back then. We had no idea. He just said, "I need help you guys to bring your records, bring your dance stuff. We're just going to play at a warehouse party." And so this party really just ended up being more of a, for one, first time learning how to use a mixer, because we never knew how to use a mixer. Having more than one turntable, and so having this set up there, and all we were just giving quick directions how to use it. And they said, just play records. You don't even try to mix, just play records. So that was the night. I remember myself and my friend Steve Kool-Aid, we both basically got our feet wet the same night, learning the equipment, learning how it works, and just playing records, and occasionally, actually most of the time, train wrecking, but that was kind of how it went for that night. It was a very, very strange, but also that first night was pretty much the beginning of what I'm involved in today. It's just the passion for DJing started pretty much right there that night. We always often call putting a record out for a DJ meant it was your first, second, or just multiple, your business card. So essentially you have a record as your business card. So this first record, when it came out, it was basically a real representative of my style. I wanted to put everything I had as far as my taste in music, including some of my skill sets, some of the sounds I liked. So the first record itself took 2 or 3 weeks to finish. 3 songs that I actually wrote in conjunction with the next business partner, and then also an engineer. And the record itself was a picture disc we put out. It ended up being the first release on my label, which was Atomic Hardcore, or actually Atomic Recordings back then, but then of course changed later to Atomic Hardcore Recordings. But the record was, like I said, a picture disc. I think in the end we sold maybe close to 8,000 copies of that record. Still to this day, it's my best-selling record, my first record. For me, it's been my dream. For one, I love records so much, and I've collected them, that being able to take your passion and putting it into a business, making a living and making money from your business, which is the record store. So that has done great. And then also the friendships, I think, are very important. We've so many great people we've met over the years. I made a lot of great friends through our business. People I'm still friends with today. We've had a lot of great moments and great times. If you're not working and doing things that you love, then you're not happy. We buy music because it makes us feel good, and that's the other thing too. We've actually over the years have made a lot of people happy. A lot of people felt good shopping here, and like I said, the friendships also. There's a lot of great people we've met here.